One of the things I find very difficult for myself nowadays is owning up. I mean, putting up my hand and saying, because of me, this went wrong. When I reflect back and look back and ask myself, when was the last time I actually owned up something and said, this went wrong because of me? I can't think of anything in the recent past. I don't know why. The recent past for me almost sounds like 20 years ago, almost in my first job when it was easy for me to get to my boss and say, this didn't work. For example, if I was late, I'll go and say, flat tire sometimes, but most of the times it was easy for me to say sorry. And one thing which I always did was sending reports in time. I'll go and tell my manager, Agli baar, I'll take care. The most important aspect was customer escalation. I would go and say, next time you won't get a call from a customer. The hardest part to defend those days was performance, but still we would go and say, Agli baar mehnat karenge. But when I reflect on today, there are a whole lot of things which actually complicate similar things. And maybe because, if I can use the word growing up, maybe the ladder has increased the ego, increased the baggages, so much so that today caught in an ego and analysis. Today, if a performance is going down, I hear myself saying, oh, the attrition is high, the market is paying better to our people, or let's say, attracting people is a challenge. I would say HR is not supporting me. If performance overall is an issue, whole lot of PowerPoint slides come up to analyze everything and show why the situation is bad and not me or our efforts. So the whole lot of things, if today, the customer escalation is there, possibly we tell our people that ensure that the next time the customer doesn't call us, Things like this have happened over a period of time, maybe only with me, I don't know. So I attribute that to maybe the growing of the ego or the analysis that has paralyzed the entire piece of owning up something, to just go in front of somebody and say, we didn't do a good job, next time we'll do better. Why I'm asking this to myself today is recently I had to say sorry to somebody for some behavior of mine, and I realized how many times like that I must have had in the past. I possibly, did something in public and apologized in private. That set me thinking that how difficult it has become to own up as we grew up the ladder. I wish we were all young, like my first job, where for everybody it was their first job, and it was easy to put up our hand and say, sorry. Do you think you want to live in a world where it is easy to own up, or do you think you're already living in a world like that? Let me know what you think.